When it comes to long exposure photography, I think the most important piece of equipment is ND filters. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts on this new product from K&F Concept. These are magnetic ND filters for your lens. So let's jump into it. Alright, first of all, a small disclaimer here. K&F Concept reached out to me and sent me these filters for review for free, so I didn't pay for these, but this is not a sponsored review. K&F Concept doesn't have any control over what I say in this video, and all my thoughts are my own thoughts. So first of all, these are the filters that I got from K&F Concept. There are three, and they're all from this new series called Nano Series. These are magnetic filters. And I got three, as I was saying. One is an ND8, so it's 3 stops. This one is ND64, so it's 6 stops. And this one is ND1000, so it's 10 stops. They all come in this, let me show you one. They all come in this package. So I'm gonna open one of these for you. In this case, this is the ND1000. So all these filters come in this really nice and simple hard case, which is a really nice touch and easy to carry around. And if you open it up, in each package you get the filter itself, you get a magnetic lens cap, and then you get a threaded ring that you need to use to attach the filter itself to your lens. I got the filters in the biggest size that I need filters for. So my biggest lens diameter wise is my Nikon 18-35, which is 77 millimeters. So as you can see here, I can attach the filters directly to my lens like so. And for my other lens, which has a smaller thread, I can just attach the filter with a step-down ring, so I can use the same filters on different lenses without having to buy many different types of filters and without having to carry basically the same filter twice. Let's talk about build quality, and I was really impressed by the quality of the filter itself and the overall package. So first of all, both the lens cap and the lens filter are made of metal, which is really good, so they're really sturdy. And the filter itself is of course made of metal, and the glass itself is really high quality optical glass, which is also coated against water, oil and dust. So it's really easy to clean in the field, which is always a nice touch. Another thing that I really liked is that both the filter itself and the lens adapter have a threaded edge, so they're really easy to grip on when you have, for example, cold hands, or even if you're wearing gloves. And finally, another thing that I really like is that the construction itself of the ND filter is really thin, as you can see here. They're probably like a couple of millimeters tall, which is of course an advantage for many reasons. The first one is even if you shoot really wide angle lenses like 16 millimeters or 18 millimeters, like in my case, you don't get a lot of vignetting. And also, if you like to stack maybe 2 filters or even 3 filters together, which is something I do a lot of time, that also helps reducing the amount of vignetting that you get in those situations, which is really good. And also for carrying these filters around, I tried to stack all 3 filters together, the lens cap and the rear thread ring, and all together the package is really small and so easy to carry, which is nothing if compared to my normal square filter set, which is really bulky. So yeah, all in all, build quality, I think it's really good, and there are some really nice touches there. Alright, next let's talk about image quality, because after all, it doesn't matter if these filters are really easy to carry around if the image quality is crap, right? Whenever I try new filters, I like to test for any possible color casts that they might have. I like to check if by putting these filters on, the image quality and the image sharpness change. And also I like to check for vignetting. And also I like to stack filters together and see how the image quality changes, because that's something I really do a lot in the field. So this is precisely what I did this time. I went to my local beach and I shot the same scene without any filters, so a nice reference shot. And then I tried all the filters separately and also stacked these all together. So these are my results. Let's look at the images together. Alright, those were the test images. All in all, I was really happy with the results. I think these filters are really good. The image quality out of these was actually more than I expected. I couldn't see any visible color casts even by stacking these filters together, which is really good. And also I didn't find the vignetting too much for me to handle, which is really good, even when stacking more than 2 filters. So yeah, all in all, I think a pretty solid set of filters. They're really small, really easy to carry. They're magnetic, so they're really easy to attach to your lens and to take out of your lens, which is a nice plus for me. And I think I can recommend these to any photographer that either doesn't want to invest in a really big, expensive and bulky square filter system, or just want something really small to carry around when they don't want to bring out their huge filter set. So all in all, recommended. Again, not sponsored, this is just my opinion. I think I'm gonna use these filters much more going forward for my photography. Alright, this concludes my really short but hopefully interesting review of these new ND filters from K&F Concept. If you did like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and as usual, I'll see you in the next video.